Next batch, 4:1 ratio again, because we know that works. And a small change in plan. I may have said I was going to use a fifth of that block of butter in each batch. I have been just going by memory and adding an eighth of a block to each bowl. Even though each of these is only half a batch, they have an eighth of a block of butter in each. Because that's just what I do. I add an eighth of a block of butter to each bowl. This is why you should have your recipe written down and follow it rather than doing it from memory. And I'm sorry about the amount of noise happening from my right. It occurred to me that there's another variable which I wasn't controlling in the last set. I've got behind me the tiny ones I made, and next to them the considerably fluffier ones that I made afterwards. In the first set of 3 batches that I made, the first ones were really tiny, the other 2 were larger. It's not just the ratio of flours and the ratio of cream to water in the presence of honey that's changed. Both times I have produced a really tiny batch that didn't rise, there was time in the water or the cream with the yeast. So, 2 jugs. There's 50 mils of cream in each bowl, 75 mils of water in each jug, and I'm going to have such a good time cleaning this worktop after this is over. Each jug has 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of yeast, but this one also has that 1 tablespoon of thyme, which raised the water level a little. So you can see on this first one we have beer in the bottom and balm on top, and about 50 mils, 45 mils of beer and about 100 or 105 mils of balm. On this one the froth layer is considerably lower. Now it might just be that thyme is kind of crushing it, sticking it together and making it run back down, but we do seem to have the same amount of yeast, of liquid in the bottom, maybe very slightly more. I would say that one has frothed a little less. It's going to be interesting to see whether... Ow! I am too old to crouch down and get low angles like that all the time. It's going to be interesting to see whether these otherwise identical batches of bread produce different results based on time. After all, it does smell like something you'd use to sterilise the baby changing facilities. Maybe it has antifungal properties.